Welcome, Hardin County fans, and you're tuned in to 93.5 FM. This is the Central Bank Tiger pregame show. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Kurt Carroll, bringing you the action tonight from Pulaski, Tennessee. The Tigers find themselves in uncharted waters tonight, going into Week 2, 0-1. Last week, the Tigers just couldn't get to the finish line and lost their first opener in quite some time. The same could be said for Giles County as well. Two teams looking to get in the win column. They'll meet tonight here in Pulaski, Tennessee. We'll have a look at tonight's game right after this quick timeout. Welcome back to the Central Bank pregame show. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll, and we're in Pulaski, Tennessee tonight. We're the Bobcats of Giles County are hosting the Tigers of Hardin County. The last time that I can remember being here, Kirk, I don't think this field looked quite like this when I was here, was back around 74 or 75 when Hardin County played in the Butter Bowl here. We played BGA, Battleground Academy, out of Franklin, Tennessee. Wasn't such a good night for Hardin County that night, but it's good to be back in Giles County. This is a game or kind of a series that started last year. Giles County came over to Hardin County. Last year, the Tigers defeated Giles County 34-28 in a great football game over there between two really good football teams and two playoff contenders. The Tigers lost their home opener last week 46-35 to MBA out of Memphis, and the Bobcats lost to Nashville Page 28-0. And like I said, the Tigers defeated Giles County 34-28. Last year, both teams have racked up a lot of wins in the last couple of years. Giles County has been into the semifinal games in their classification the last 3 years. Unfortunately, they've run into Alcoa, the state champions, those 3 years. Hardin County had a good run as well, racked up a lot of wins, Kirk, and then we run into Pearl Cone a couple of times. But what does that mean for tonight? Probably nothing. But last week, the Tigers, I think, found some identity offensively with Saunders and Ivy. They combined for over 200 yards. Jacob had 164 yards on the night. And, I guess they would like to throw the ball. We were used to throwing the ball with Carter. But I really do think that Coach Seaton on Saturday realized that, hey, we got a big offensive line. We got a good running back, a quarterback that seemed to get a lot more confidence as that game went along. And, hey, we got to just buckle up and run football.
Well, I mean, you gotta go with what you got. And Ivy at quarterback, he hadn't had a lot of opportunities at throwing the ball. He throws a pretty ball. It's just the timing. I mean, he had a really good throw in the end zone last Friday night. Had a receiver open, threw it to the right guy too. I mean, that's a big part of being a quarterback is finding the open man and being able to throw it to him, which he did. But it was just a little late. I mean, the timing was just a little late, and they were able to deflect the ball and knocked us out of a score on that particular. But the offense as a whole against Memphis Business Academy, they did enough on offense. They scored enough points. I mean, usually if you rush for close to 200 yards, you're going to have a great opportunity to win a ball game. It was the defense just couldn't find an answer. That's kind of going to be the thing tonight. I'm curious to see, the old adage where you grow more in the first or second week than any other time. We're going to find out if that defense can put up some stops that they weren't able to do, and big explosive plays. So, I mean, they got to eliminate that because that's a big momentum. Plus, they had things in that game, Steve, that were
that don't happen in a whole season.
No. I mean, I think it was 3 different occasions that we created a turnover and got the ball. And the very next play, we turned it over back to them. That usually doesn't happen, and it's a momentum killer. So there was a lot of things in that game that they were having to try to overcome, and they just couldn't score enough points to catch up.
Well, too, these two teams kind of mirror each other offensively anyway. I was talking to their radio crew down there, and they said, well, we've lost our tailback, we lost our quarterback, we lost a lot off the offensive line, and basically lost a lot of players off last year's team. And same thing for us is we lost a 3-year starter at quarterback. Jacob is back, and one of the better backs probably in West Tennessee. He's back. Some of the offensive line is back. But I think the most telling sign is, on the coaching staff, we got a brand-new head coach. We got a brand-new offensive coordinator, a brand-new defensive coordinator. And, that puts a lot of pressure on a young staff that hadn't been in those roles before and having to, make adjustments during games at a halftime, doing those little things that you don't see as a fan that's going on that sideline over there. And they're going to have to adjust as well. With a lot of young, you were looking at how many sophomores we got on this team? A bunch.
Got like 17 sophomores.
Yeah, and then, we got seniors and juniors playing this year, but hadn't had a really significant amount of playing time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a totally refaced team, and that happens, and a new coach as well. There's one thing you were talking about making the adjustments. Last week we were pretty paltry on offense and really didn't get a lot done. But after half, they came out in the second half, and they started punching holes in their defensive front and started really putting on a lot of yardage on the ground. So they did make some really good adjustments. A lot of the things that happened in that game last week from the defensive side of the ball is they just didn't make tackles. And they were playing against guys that were really super athletic, great speed, size, had all the metrics to be good running back. And I don't think we practiced or played or scrimmaged against teams that had that much speed and that much maturity and both physically and mentally. And so we really had a hard time getting them on the ground. Some of the fundamentals to the tackling, they're just going to have to work on that as the year goes on. So once they got in the secondary, we didn't have much of an answer. They could beat us one-on-one, and So I want to see guys getting to the ball, multiple people trying to help on the tackle and trying to get outside to eliminate some of those big explosive plays, because they had like 70, 60, 50-yard runs in the game. You just can't give those up, and that's where we are, and this will be another good test.
All right, let's take a time out. You're listening to the Central Bank Tiger Pregame Show. We're in Pulaski, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll, and both teams are in the locker room. They're through with their warm-ups. Kirk, I wanted to ask you this question. I know it's game 2, but we're on the road here. This is a non-conference, non-district game. Next week, we do go on the road again, and it's going to be a region game. How important do you think it is for the confidence of this team and this coaching staff to play well here going into next week when we have to go to South Gibson?
Well, I know that consecutive losses don't help your confidence any. And 16, 17, 18-year-olds, winning's winning. I don't care if you're playing tic-tac-toe team or if you're playing the Dallas Cowboys. Winning's winning, and they need that, every team, especially one that's got a whole new set of players, they need a win. So, yeah, I think it's big going into next week.
Yeah, and you think, well, this is just week 2. Let's everybody calm down. But I think for this team, this game right here.
These players have been on teams that have won 8, 9, 10 games.
Oh, yeah.
So, they've got a measuring stick, and they know how many games they've won the last 3 or 4 years. So, they've been a part of it. So, they need this because they know what a good team like to be on. So, a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, you're right.
The Bobcats, they're in the north end zone waiting to come in as the fans have lined up an alley for them. The Tigers in the south end zone over there. They're waiting to come out. The Captains have not made it out for Hardin County. They have for Giles County, and we're just a few minutes away from football. Let's take a look at other action in the region. South Gibson will take on Hamilton tonight. Chester County will be at Milan. Lexington will be at Riverside. That'll be a big game. Northside at Liberty. And then Southside lost last night as they took on JCM 30-14. And then they got the rivalry back across the river, Kirk. Adamsville and McNairy. McNairy was our Jamboree partner, put up 58 last week.
Well, I know one thing. You were talking about you've been here before. I officiated a playoff game with our crew here, and the Pulaski coach, when we went over to talk to him for the game, he said, "Hey, guys, I officiated 15 years before I got into coaching. So if you call something tonight, you better be able to tell me what it is, because I'm going to know what it is."
The Tigers race out on the field, and we're just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff here in Pulaski, Tennessee at Bobcat Stadium. You're listening to the Central Bank Tiger Pregame Show. We'll be back with the opening kick right here on 93.5 FM. Welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Also at WKWXFM.com, the WKWX app, and streaming live on YouTube channel, Slice 93. Appreciate you tuning in for Hardin County Football. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll bringing you all the action. The Tigers come in to tonight's game 0-1, losing last week at MBA. And Giles County is 0-1, losing to Nashville Page last week. Tigers are in their white uniforms, white pants, white shirts, and maroon helmets. And Giles County in gray shirts, white pants, and black helmets. So they're getting their instructions out on the field. And for Hardin County, captains are Tayshawn Johnson, Cooper Townley, Brody Ivy, and Parker Gerald. So Hardin County has won the toss. They elect to defer. So Giles County will get the ball first. We'll be back in just 1 minute. County football right here on 93.5 FM. Hey, I want to tell you something that's going on over at Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee. Poppy's Barbecue is starting their Pick 6. Go over there and pick 6 games. They got 2 of them going on. You get over there before 10:45 in the morning to pick the early games, 2:30 for the late games, and a chance to win a Poppy pack for each of the 2 game times. That's at Poppy's Barbecue for your Saturday tailgate. Plus, ask them about their Labor Day special. Arusha will kick it off for Hardin County as the Bobcats will send 2 deep. Here is a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line. He's at the 20, up the middle, and then bang, down right at about the 26-yard line.
That's number 14.
Yeah, that's Thomas Stokey.
Hey, that was a good lick. That was a woo lick there.
Yeah, but that name sound familiar to you? Stokey? Had a dad played here.
When you say here, you mean Pulaski? You mean Savannah?
No, Savannah. What'd you do with my paperwork is what I want to know. First down, 1st and 10, Giles County. At their own 28-yard line. Here's a snap, shotgun formation, rolls to the right, under pressure, fires, incomplete, and almost intercepted Or are they saying that a guy – no, that's their guy.
That's
Did he catch
their guy.
it?
No, he didn't catch it.
They're going to say he caught it out of bounds on the deflection.
Good catch, though, off the tilt ball. Good job by the defensive front. They put good pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback kind of lost the handle of the ball. He kind of shovels the ball in his hand. Watched him in warm-ups.
Xavier Randolph is a quarterback. He'll go shotgun formation. 2 receivers, right and left. Here's a snap. He'll hand it off this time, trying the right side and trying to power his way to about the 30-yard line. So a good stop there by the left side of the Tiger defensive line. And that'll bring up 3rd down. So 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for the Bobcats. As they got it out at their 30-yard line, this time Randolph will send 2 receivers here to the near side. Tigers in a 4-man front. Randolph still looking over to the sideline, and now they'll move the tight end out here wide, and they'll go 3 receivers to the left. Here's a snap. He's rolling that way, still rolling, fires, and it's going to be incomplete at about the 39-yard line, so they'll have to punt it away. Rode against the grain and just couldn't get anything on it. Had a man open.
Good job on defense. That play didn't get off. As crisp as they would have liked it, and they kind of had to readjust their position. It made it hard on the quarterback trying to find them after they got out of their original lane.
Lamarion back deep for Hardin County. Here's a high snap. Here comes a rush. He'll get it away, and it's a spiraling kick. It'll take a Bobcat bounce at the 50, roll inside the 35 to the 34. Man, that had disaster written all over it. And then they ended up on the right side of that as Lamarion had to get out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, they got 15 yards in roll. Wasn't anything Hardin County could do. I mean, ball was short, and punter had a hard time getting it away after the high snap. And pretty good field position start.
So Hardin County will come out, shotgun formation, receiver to the left, 2 here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south. Here's Saunders up the middle. Picks his way for a couple of yards across the 35 to about the 37.
Positive yardage. Offensive line got a pretty good putt. It was congested. He just kind of got in there behind his guys and pushed and made 3 yards. That's a good positive play.
So that'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and about 7. They give him 3. Here's a snap. This time Brody's going to keep it right up the middle, and he'll have nothing. They were sitting there waiting on him that time. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and long. Looked like, Kirk, they had everybody inside.
Yeah, that was probably
7.
called. That was probably called a called keep by the quarterback, and under that zone read, lots of times you have the option to give or keep. I think that looked like it was just quarterback all the way.
Now they go 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap, straight drop, a little bit under pressure. Now he'll pull it down and take off. Got close to the 1st down, then he got hammered sideways, and I think he's going to be – well, it is going to be enough. They're saying 1st down, so it will be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers on the run. Man, I thought once he got to that line to gain, he got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, he didn't go forward. He got that on the initial run. I really thought he was short, but it's a good spot.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers at the 44, their own 44. 2 receivers left, 1 here near side. 4-man front. They'll give it to Saunders, left side. He just ducks his head and gets in the pile and pushes it forward for a couple.
Not a lot of running room there. They're just kind of stringing it down the line and eventually got to.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 8, pickup of a couple by Jacob. Now they'll go doubles. They'll send 2 receivers left, 2 here to the near side. Ivy in the shotgun, 4-man front. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders again, and he's going to be met and then picked up maybe a yard. So it's going to be a third down, third, and about 8.
They got penetration across the line of scrimmage in. Linebacker shot the gap and was already there waiting on him.
Tigers started this drive at the 34, picked up a first down on their first third down attempt. Now they have it third down, 3rd and 7 at their own 47. 2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Here comes a man in motion. Here's a snap, looking, fires, complete, out of bounds. That'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. He's got Lamarian on the out route.
Really good route. He came off the line. He really scratched it coming off the line, made the defensive back run with him, and then he broke it off right when he got past the stick. Had good protection, and Ivy makes a good throw.
They'll move it into Bobcat territory at the Bobcats 43. 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. Here's a snap, and they weren't ready for it. And now Brody is going to have to fall on it back here at, what, about the 48?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, Saunders was moving to the right. Brody's looking over there to the bench.
Yeah, he was getting the play.
Yeah, he was getting the play, and the center snapped it right at his feet.
They don't need negative yardage. It's hard enough to get it from the line of scrimmage.
So they'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 16. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Jacob. Up the middle, he has a hole. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. It's a foot race at the 20. He's at the 10. 5, touchdown, Hardin County.
Attaboy. Good job. Saunders looking like Saunders, offensive line. He never got touched. He's got the jets. I mean, he was born with those. And, boy, when he got to the second level, that was all she wrote. Safety didn't have a chance.
So Jacob Saunders goes in from 48 yards out, and the Tigers strike first. And lead it 6-0 with 6:51 to go here in the first quarter. Yarusha in the kick. It's down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 6:51 to go here in the first quarter. Hardin County jumps out on top, 7-0. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Back here in Pulaski, Tennessee, Hardin County takes the lead on a 48-yard run by Jacob Saunders as they go 8 plays. $66 yards, and that drive was powered by Jones Motor Company. Here's a kick, high kick, end over end. Giles County will take it at about the 15, and he'll get to the 30-yard line. Where to be first down, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. So, Kurt, good start.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is daylight dark. One thing, it looked like last week that they were thinking about where they're supposed to be and what their duties were, and they're playing looser and getting over their feet good, and they've been bringing it so far. So, yeah, different look tonight than what we saw last Friday.
So Randolph will bring them out, first down, 1st and 10 Bobcats. And now they'll sprint a receiver out here to the near side, and here comes a penalty flag, and they're going to get them for a false start. Somebody jumped.
good thing because they were going to have 3 receivers on this side of the ball, and we only had 2 guys in coverage.
So to push them back 5, it'll be first down, 1st and 15 now. Now they'll sprint him back out. 3 receivers here to the near side, one on the far side. Here's a pass at the 35 to their big tight end. He's going to roll down to the 40.
Yeah, well, they're asking the inside linebacker to pick the tight end up. He just ran. I mean, we only have 2 guys out here, and they got 3 wide. Safety's not walked up or on this side with him, and just put all of it on the linebacker. He couldn't get there.
That was Inglet on the carry, and now we have another whistle. Oh, they're trying to get the chains fixed over there.
Yeah, we kind of jumped there on defense, but it didn't look like we crossed the neutral zone. Sure enough, we didn't. Something else.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 on the catch by Inglet. Now they'll send 2 receivers to the right. Tailback to the right of Randolph in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to him right up the middle. He's going to be hit there by Parker Gerals, but picks up to about the 43. Pickup of about 6 on the carry.
Yeah, I saw him in warm-ups running that little trap play where they got the up back stacked behind the tackle, and he comes across over the center and picks linebacker up. Just kind of an isolation power play up the middle, and picked up 4 or 5 yards there. So it's something they like.
So to bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 6. Randolph will send 2 receivers to his right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback, trying to get outside, and he's going to be banged down right there. Good lick as Elif comes up and makes a stop.
Well, see, another thing there, we've got 3 guys when he gets to the line of scrimmage. We didn't have that last week. I mean, last week we were having to make solo plays out there, and that time you saw three Tigers at the point of attack, and that's the way you play defense.
So to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4, the ball at the Bobcat 46-yard line. 5:01 to go here in the first quarter. Hardin County on top, 7-0. Now they'll go 2 receivers here to the near side. Tailback to his right. That's Randolph. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Randolph up the middle, to the tailback, and he's going to just bull his way across the 50 into Tiger territory to about the 48, and that'll be enough for a first down.
He's just a big-thighed, thick-bodied, hard running back. And he just kind of drug us to the first down.
Trying to get his number.
Who, the running back?
Yeah.
That's number 8.
Yeah, he's not on the roster anywhere.
Oh, he's their secret player.
Now they'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers here to the near side. Man goes in motion right now, drifts back. They look his way. Here comes the slip screen back to the inside. It's going to be complete. And then a good play there by Pig. And they'll pick up a couple, maybe 3 on the carry, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, they'll give him 2. 2nd down, 2nd and 8.
I got a little drive started. Let's see if we can snuff it.
Now they'll bring in a couple more running backs. Stafford in at tailback. Randolph looks over to the side. 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap. They'll give it to his tailback up the middle. Breaks free at the line of scrimmage and picks up a couple of yards as he goes across the 45 down to about the 42. Gain of 5 on the carry. Now to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and a long 3. Looks more like 4.
Yeah.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 4. As the Bobcats inside Hardin County territory here on this drive. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Receiver right, receiver left. Randolph, hard count. Now he'll stand up and look over to the sideline and change the play. 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap. They'll give it to the tailback right up the middle. Has running room. Here comes a flag, and then we may have a hold. He's going to have enough for the first down at the 35. But, Kirk, you're right. He's just a compact tailback, and when he hits a hole, he hits it hard.
Yeah, there's no – he's not really looking for a place to run.
He's looking for somebody to run over.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like, this is supposed to go through the 2-hole, and that's where I'm going. I mean,
Well, they had the first down, but there's a holding called on Giles County, so that's going to move it back in their territory at the 48.
Yeah, who was that? We had somebody in the backfield. The left side of our defense is getting some really good penetration, and most of their run, though, that have been centered around this running off their left side.
Now they'll go 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Randolph in the shotgun formation, 3rd and long. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. It's going to be sacked back at the 42. Who is that? That's
is that
Pig. Carter Pig comes off the edge and sacks Randolph, and they'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, he's having a good defensive start in this game. He's the one that drew the holding penalty that put him back in that shape. So he's got it. He's got the right foot going in this ball game.
White back deep as the Bobcats will punt it away. Here's a high snap again. Here comes a rush, and he's going to get it away. A high end-over-end kick. It's going to take a Bobcat bounce again down to about the 29-yard line where Hardin County will take over.
We may catch one of their punt snaps because the punt snap is going about 10 or 12 feet up in the air, and the punter's having to jump up and catch it. We almost blocked it on that play.
This drive will start at our own 29-yard line with a minute 50 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score, Hardin County on top. This time Ivy will send 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Saunders to his left. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Now he'll pull it down. Has running room across the 30 down to about the 35. I'm not sure that play was designed for that, or if he's wanting to throw a quick out, nobody was there, and he just made a smart play and pulled it down and took off.
You know,
it looked funky anyway.
Well, you know, he's tasted a couple of plays where he's been able to break loose when he's in that pocket looking to throw, and he's been effective doing it. And
well, we got a face mask call. I didn't see it. I didn't see a flag down, but a face mask against Giles County, and that'll move it up to the 50-yard line where the Tigers will have it first down, 1st and 10 from the 50. So Brody will bring them to the line. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 on the far side. Here's a snap. Brody rides Saunders, and he'll keep it himself up the middle, and he'll pick up about a yard.
Same play that they ran a minute ago, Steve, where they got an up back stacked behind the tackle trying to get him an extra blocker in there.
They'll give him a yard. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 9 as the Tigers in Bobcat territory again at the 49. Saunders to the left of Ivy. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Jacob, trying the right side, gets outside, and then cuts it back right about the 45-yard line where he'll be knocked down there. Had a little something going, but a good defensive play by Giles County as they stretched him out.
Yeah, they got him running toward the sideline more than he wanted to, and we've been in, what is this, our third?
Yeah, third down, third and
3 and
6.
3 and 7, 3 and 7. So, I mean, see if we can convert another one.
So they'll work on the near hash over here, short side of the field. They'll send 3 receivers to this side. Here's a snap. Looking, fires, and that's got to be a penalty.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, they were grabbing his hand and everything else. The intended receiver was Lamarian. And that should be pass interference, and it is against Giles County. They don't agree with it, but they were doing some hand fighting. And
well, I mean, he had him by the shoulder and basically threw him down. And he had him by the shoulder before the ball got there. a handful of jerseys.
So 2 costly penalties.
Yeah, that's 3.
That's 3 in this drive,
Right.
matter of fact, that has the Tigers at the 36-yard line, 25 seconds to go, leading 7-0 here in the first quarter. Now they'll go 3 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Brody looks, fires, and White's going to drop it. Tried to take off running. He's got to catch that ball. It hit him right in the hands. I don't know that he would have had a whole lot because they snuffed it out pretty well, but he dropped it, and it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, those wide receiver screens, we've been throwing them a little bit behind the – you really want that ball, that receiver to catch it in front, but he has to take a step back, and it kind of that ruins your momentum to catch and get away in a hurry.
So now they'll go 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now they'll send Corb in motion left, so they'll go doubles. Here's a snap. Nobody's there. He'll fire to Saunders. Saunders at the 35 down to the 30-yard line. Brody turned. Saunders went out, and nobody was there, and then he just flipped it to him and said, here, you take it.
Well, it was like he was going to hand it to him, and he was going out.
He wasn't there, yeah.
One was running a run play, the other was running a pass play.
Exactly.
It ended up a pass play.
Well, that'd be the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Hardin County 7, Giles County nothing. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back after this. We move to the second quarter. Hardin County up 7-0. They have it 3rd down, 3rd and 3 at the Bobcat 29. They'll hand it off to Saunders. He'll go across the 25 down to about the 23. He'll have the first down. That'll be a Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers.
That was also good. They kind of spread them out a little bit that time and took a linebacker out of the middle, and that gave us room to pick up that first down. That's what I'd do. I would spread those guys out and make them thin in the middle and then let Saunders do his thing.
Now they will send 2 receivers here to the near side. They're going from the south to the north end zone now as Saunders behind Ivy in the shotgun formation. 4-man front for Giles County. Here's a snap. They'll try Saunders again. He misses the first tackle, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's met there by England.
Yeah, not good. They got upfield.
Yeah, 6'2", 235.
He had to
goes England.
He had to cut it up before he wanted to. He had to change his stride, and by then the interior was getting to him.
Lost a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 12. Ruddle to the right. White here to the near side. Here's a snap. Brody will keep it. Breaks a tackle. Now he's on his feet at the 20. He's at the 15. He's going to be hit from behind close to the first down marker at about the 10-yard line. And let's see where they spot him.
Give him credit.
They will. They say it'll be a Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers on the run by Brody.
Hey, that was good. That was a good play. He bounced it. It wasn't there where he started. Bounced it outside. Was getting chased the whole way. Showed some pretty good speed to get first down. His confidence level from last week till right now is unbelievable. How much more enthusiasm and the speed at which they're playing.
So the Tigers are in business at the Bobcat 11-yard line. Receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap. Saunders looking for running room, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he'll drag a couple of Bobcats with him close to the 6-yard line, a pickup of about 5 on the carry.
We kind of won the scrum that time. It was just a massive wall of bodies on both sides, and Saunders found a little crease. That's really all he needs, and was able to pop 5 yards out of it.
So Brody looks over to the sideline. 10:03 to go here in the half. It's been a quick first quarter as we're working
It
here.
was.
Yeah. Better than last week. We were there all night. Receiver right, receiver left. Ruddle here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders again, trying to get outside. Has a little running room, burst of speed at the 5. Then he's going to be popped right at the first down marker. I will say this about Giles County. They'll come up and hit you.
Hey, that was a fine tackle right there. I mean, that was our best running back, and he stopped him dead in his tracks. But it wasn't designed to be bounced out there where he took it. He just saw the green grass and almost got the first down.
So that'll bring up another third down play. Third down, 3rd and 1. The ball at the 3-yard line. The Bobcats. Now Brody under center. He's just going to duck his head, and they're going to hit him from behind, and he's going to be near the goal line. I see an initial signal of a touchdown, and I guess it is. Touchdown, Hardin County. One guy had it. Nobody was making a signal in the middle.
Nobody anywhere else.
Yeah, nobody anywhere else. And it'll be Hardin County touchdown on a 3-yard run by Brody Ivy. He just got under center, got the push from behind, and went into the end zone.
I'm telling you, his confidence level just in this first quarter, and you can just tell he's more comfortable than he was.
Here's an extra point attempt. It's up and good. 9:04 to go here in the half. Hardin County builds its lead to 14-0. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. The Tigers go 12 plays, 71 yards. Ivy in from 3 yards out. Extra point good by Arusha. And it's 14-0 Hardin County with 9:04 to go here in the first half.
I mean, can't you see a difference from them?
I see a big difference.
I mean, just their enthusiasm and the way they're getting off the ball. Coaching staff's done a really good job this week.
Here's Arusha's kick. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to hit and be picked up at the 10-yard line. He'll move to the middle of the field, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 22. Man, we had a lot of people at the point of contact, and how he got by everybody, I have no idea, but Pig got him down. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Giles County, at their own 21-yard line, trailing 14-0.
I think inside anytime you're at the 20-yard line in high school on a return, you've done a pretty good job, because in years past we've seen an average around 30, 35-yard line. But, that's 10 or 15 yards. You add that up in a 5-score game, and you're starting to put a lot of yardage against yourself.
Now Randolph will go under center in this set. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his big tailback trying to get outside. He's met there, and he'll be knocked down. Pickup of a couple.
1, 2.
Baylor Rasback on the initial hit for Hardin County.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys there, too. And you need it he's strong, that running back. What'd you say he was, 225, 6 foot, 225?
Yeah, 5'11", 225.
Yeah, he can. He's a load.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 8. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him this time, looking. Fires it down the field. Has a man open at the 50-yard line. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. They're not going to catch him.
Stepped out of bounds.
And he stepped out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Tigers get another break. But, boy, we sure did bite.
The old give and go.
Yep. And we got caught up. Actually, Ruddle did a good job, tied him up, but when he let him go, got him down the sideline, but that one's coming back. But it will be a first down, 1st and 10 at the Tigers' 41-yard line.
That's still about a 30-yard play, though. That helped them out. It's kind of hard. He bit. He looked at him. He ran the hitch and then released, and they got us.
So they'll have it first down, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 41. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates. Trying to just make something out of nothing. Drags a couple of tacklers there. For Hardin County, that's Hunter Adams on the initial hit, but picked up a couple of yards, about 5, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled them for 4 yards. That's what I'm saying. They got to get bodies there because he's a one-on-one. He's going to fall forward.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Now they'll go into shotgun formation. 3 receivers left, one here to the near side. That guy took off early. That's Englet. Reckon the ball was going to him. He was in a hurry. So that'll cost them 5.
That formation, that trips left or right, and we've got a corner and an outside linebacker, and then the inside backer's got to take that third receiver, and that's hard for him to get out there.
So they'll go in that same formation. It's a tight formation left. One receiver out here to the near side. 4-man front for the Tigers. Randolph in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop, quick throw, and through the arms of his intended receiver. That's Bryant.
Rasback had a shot at it. He got his hand. He may have tipped that ball, but he read the quick throw and broke on it.
And that'll bring up 3rd down. Do you notice what they just did? They sent in 2 18s.
Can't do that.
And
that's what they're saying.
Now, the Bobcats, is that not an 18 right there?
Yeah, their numbers are kind of hard.
Yeah. Anyway, the Bobcats take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 7:16 to go here in the half. 14-0 score. Hardin County on top. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this.
One may be a 6.
Hey, start your Saturday football with the Pick 6 at Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee. Win a Poppy pack. If you're the winner, you'll get 2 chances to pick games, 6 games. And plus, ask them about their Labor Day special. If you're going to stay at home and watch football like I'm going to, you need tailgating food. So head over to Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee and play the Pick 6.
It's good barbecue, too.
3rd down, 3rd and 10, ball at the 41 of the Tigers. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. Fires, is complete underneath, has a little bit of running room, and he may have the 1st down. They're going to mark him a little bit short. A good run by Gaines, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, quarterback had plenty of time to get that ball out there, and that's still a weak point, I think. We're kind of giving him a pretty good cushion, and he caught that ball and about 5 yards short of the stick and was able to get.
Well, it looks like Randolph is going to go under center. 3 receivers here to the near side and 1 to the far side. They're spreading the Tigers out. He'll go under center. Looks like they're going to try to draw him off. Now he'll stand up, look over to the sideline, and they're going to call another timeout. And we'll take another timeout with them. 6:21 to go. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top. We'll have a 4th down play when we return right after this. Fourth down, 4th in the yard. Randolph under center. He'll sneak it forward. He's held up. They try to push him backwards. And let's see where he ends up. He didn't have.
He gained a couple of yards.
Did he get a yard?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 30. That's going to be more than enough. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. On the 4th down play, they burned the timeout to do what they were going to do anyway. Randolph goes under center. This time they're in an I formation, something different. Here's a snap. Give it to their tailback. He's hit, and they pop him back into the middle of the field. He picks up a couple there. That's Oates on the carry. We have seen a lot of different looks, haven't we?
Yeah, we've seen they're basically same offense we have, except they put the quarterback under the center some and run more power stuff with 2 backs like they are now.
Same formation, I formation. They'll give it to Oates again. He has running room this time across the 25, still on his feet, driving to the 20-yard line. He's a handful.
Yeah, they got a blocking back up there leading in the hole, and he's getting there right behind him, and
that's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and about, 2, maybe a yard.
Yeah,
now they're going to line it up again.
About like it was a minute ago.
Here's a snap. They'll give it to him again. This time he pops it at the 20-yard line across the 15 down to the 12. And they went into a hurry-up. We weren't quite ready. And now they got the Tiger defense on their heels.
They're just saying you can't stop this. You know,
Same play. Here comes Oates. This time he's met by Adams in the hole and driven backwards. But he'll pick up a couple. 4:58 to go here in the half. Hardin County on top, 14-0. But the Bobcats are driving. They've got it at the 11-yard line of the Tigers. Now Randolph under center again. He'll give a hard count, then looks over here to the sideline, see if they want to change a play. One receiver out here to the near side. He's got single coverage. Here's a snap.
That's what
fires and incomplete. They saw it, tried to throw the slant at the 5. Ruddle on the carry. We also saw it too.
Yeah, what they were doing, I mean, they were just trying to. There's a one receiver option on that, and they were trying to catch, us playing the run all the way, and thought they'd beat our corner. It was really bad throw, skip before it got to him.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 8. They'll go in the I formation. Randolph under center. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates right up the middle, and he'll fall forward to about the 8, but that'll be well short of the 1st down. That time somebody tripped him up and turned him backwards.
Well, they got down there around his legs, and he had his back turned, just trying to backpedal upfield, and kind of flipped him when he hit us down low.
So this drive started at the 21. They're down to the 8-yard line. 4th down, 4th and 5 now. Their second 4th down play. And now it looks like Hardin County wants to take a timeout as Coach Seaton runs down the sideline, and they will. They'll take a timeout. 3:54 to go here in the half. 14-0 our score, but the Bobcats knocking. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. We'll be back in 1 minute. Be sure to stay tuned at halftime for the Central Bank halftime report. We'll look at the scoring plays and get you ready for the second half. But right now, we got business to attend to. Fourth down, 4th and 5. Here's a snap. Randolph rolling to the right, rolling. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked. But he falls forward, so it won't be a sack now as he picks up. Well, I don't know. It could be a sack. I don't even think he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Either way,
Hardin County ball.
That's Hardin County ball as they fell on the 4th down play as Randolph rolled it out, well covered by Hardin County defensive backfield, and the Tigers will take over on downs at their own 8-yard line.
Be interesting to see in a 4-minute drill what Hardin County's got up their sleeve from deep in their own territory.
Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders up the middle, breaks it out to the right across the 10-yard line to the 11, so he picks up about 3.
Their second-level linebacker is pretty good.
Brody took a pretty good shot right there, too, at the end of that play. No, that was Corb. I'm sorry. Corb was the one on the ground. So pick up a 3, 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Tigers in really no hurry here. Ivy, shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Corb moves to the left. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders up the middle, where he'll be drugged backwards. I think they're going to give him, the original line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's not much there.
Nothing fancy. They're just really trying to eat up some clock. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7 from the Tigers' 11.
If they can find a way to get Saunders in space, I don't think they have the speed on defense to catch him.
Ivy will send 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying to get outside, trying to find something, and now he turns a corner, but he's going to be knocked down after he picks up a couple of yards. Tried to pick his way to the corner, and a good pursuit by the Bobcats, and it'll be 4th down for Hardin County.
Yeah, he never got a chance to get north and south on that run. That was they needed another 1st down to use up the biggest part of that clock.
So we got another timeout on the – did we call that or did they call that? I didn't see who called it, but we got a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Hey, I want to remind you your Sports Saturday will start in the morning with Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis will get you ready for SEC football and also UT Chattanooga. They'll go take a deep dive into that game. Then following them, it'll be Sports Talk. Me and Kirk will have Coach Seaton in. We'll talk about tonight's game and what's ahead for the Tigers next week. That'll be at 9, and then the Vol Network will take over around 10 a.m. to get you ready for the home opener, Tennessee and UTC, the Mocs from Chattanooga. So Pig will punt it away.
They made one of our guys come off because of his brace was not covered up or something. It was some.
Bobcats will have returner back at the 50-yard line. Carter will punt it out of his own end zone with 2:14 to go here in the first half. Here's a snap. It's good. No rush. He'll get it away. It's a low end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken. Did he touch a football? I think he did touch a football. We've got it. If he did, I think he did. Did he? No, they're going to say he didn't touch the football. Man, he reached his hands up there at about the 50-yard line.
Hey, and he was going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And we knocked him away from the ball. It was
But anyway, they're going to give it to Giles County.
That was a good turnaround, though. I mean, he kicked that from about his own 5, and they're getting it at the 43. So it ended up being close to a 50-yard punt.
So they'll take over first down, 1st and 10 at their 43 with 2:03 to go here in the half. And I think, if I'm right, they probably don't have any timeouts left. They don't. 3 receivers here to the near side. Here's Randolph looking to his right, fires. He's got a man open, and it falls incomplete right between Ruddle and Eliff at about the 35-yard line.
They're going to have to tighten that zone up. They're going to their zones, but not reacting to the ball in the air or not reading the quarterback's eyes, because they were just running basically a seam route, and everybody went to their spots, but they didn't go to the ball. If that had been a good throw, it was going to be a completion because he was open.
1:57 to go. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers here to the near side. Randolph in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking now, rolls right.
Oh, no.
Still looking. Now he'll fire downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Gosh, what a bust. Safety came running up. Quarterback looked had one receiver running a 10-yard out and the other one running a flat route, and the flat was open.
As Riley had on the coverage, it was there, but there again, like you said, looked like the ball slipped out of his hand.
Well, he was running hard to his right, and the receiver was trying to move back towards the center of the field, so he was throwing across his body and just couldn't do it.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 10, 1:48 to go. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, looking right, looking. Now he fires over the middle of the field. It's going to be complete. It'll be enough for a 1st down at the 40-yard line. We went for the interception, and he cut in front of us. That's Bryant on the reception for Giles County. That one was a bullet on the slant. And now they're in a hurry up. Clock will start as soon as they set it up. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking, under pressure. And he's going to fire it, and it's going to be caught, and then he'll be knocked out of bounds. That's Oates on the reception.
Helps on the clock, but they didn't gain but a yard, I think.
Stops the clock at 1:25. Looking downfield, didn't have anywhere to go.
No, secondary did a good job that time.
Hardin County on top, 14-0, trying to hold that lead there as we got 1:25 to go here in the half. 3 receivers left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Looking. Throws underneath the Oates, and he throws it low, and it falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 9. Clock stops at 1:21.
This is their new quarterback. Wasn't here last year. Struggling some getting the ball to his receiver.
3rd down. 3rd and 9, the ball at the Tiger 37-yard line. Randolph brings them to the line. 3 receivers left. 1 here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south. Here's a snap. Straight drop. He's looking left. Now he's under pressure. Breaks the tackle. Now he's going to take off, and he's going to be hit and dropped at about the 33-yard line. The clock's going to continue to run now, and it'll be 4th down, as it'll be under a minute when they get this one off. So it'll be 4th down, 4th and 5. The ball at the 33 of the Tigers. Randolph taking his time, bringing them to the line. 50 seconds to go. Here's a snap. Looking, still looking. Ball's going to be tipped in the air and falls incomplete, and the Tigers hold.
Good job.
Somebody got a big paw on that one up front.
They had good coverage, too, on the back end. I mean, he was trying to bullet one in between our guys, but, I mean, they were covered up. It was a really good defensive play all the way around. from the front all the way to the back.
So they turn them over on downs again, and the Tigers will have it with 43 seconds to go at their own 33. Ivy will go under center. They're just going to down it there, and they're happy with being up 14-0. Giles County can't do anything about it as they have no timeouts left. And the clock will run. They'll have to snap it one more time. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime show as we'll look at the first half and get you ready for the second half here from Pulaski, Tennessee. Now they look over to the sideline. They may not have to snap it. Coach Seaton doesn't think so. He's telling his guys, go to the locker room. Tigers will have the football to start the third quarter as well. So a good first half for Hardin County. They lead it 14-0. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime report and also our Tiger report coming up right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back from Pulaski, Tennessee right after this. All right, welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll. We've got one half in the books. Tigers up 14-0. Giles County took the opening kickoff. They went 3 plays and had to punt it. Hardin County took it at their own 34, went 8 plays, 66 yards. Jacob Saunders with a 48-yard touchdown run, extra point good, and it was 7-0. And then Giles County got it back, 7 plays and a big sack, and that was Pig, and we held them off. They punted it back to the Tigers, and the Tigers took over at the 29, went 12 plays, 71 yards. Ivy with a 3-yard run, extra point good, 14-0. And then the Tigers defense stepped up, turned them over on downs one time late, right around the 8-yard line on a 4th down play, and then again on another 4th down play after that. And then Hardin County took it back over and ran the clock out. And at the end of the first half, 14-0.
It's a team with a lot more enthusiasm tonight, a lot more confidence. You could kind of see it building all the way through the first quarter and into the second, and both sides of the ball contributing to the game. Giles County has not really been able to do anything against us. Linebacker play is a lot better than it was last week. We're getting multiple people to the point of attack. Secondary has only been beat once, and they didn't score on it. So, I mean, it's we said we wanted to see the defense, see how the defense played. Well, if last week was a D, they're in that B-plus range right now. 0 points, stopped them twice on fourth down. So offense doing what they do. I mean, they can grind it out. They've got a good ground game, and they're kind of controlling the game right now. And tickled for them, Steve.
Yeah, I am too. And Brody, we talked a lot about him his first year as a starter, and he's a senior, but how he gained confidence last week as that game went along, and tonight you can see that it's still there. He turned a couple of negative plays, busted plays, into positive plays just by quick thinking. It wasn't there. We had a couple of things that happened that last week went against us. This week kind of went for us.
Well, the speed at which they're playing, that there was a lot of should I do this, should I do that, or at least that's what it looked like, from a fan standpoint. They were slow to react in that game. Now, they were playing a team that had better athletes than what we've seen here at Giles County, but just the way they're coming off the ball and playing on the other team's line of scrimmage. I mean, they're doing a lot of things correctly in this ball game with a lot more intentional force to what they're doing than what we saw last week. So yeah, I'm proud of the way they played that first half.
Well, the thing is too, we're going to get the ball to start the third quarter, and the way they've been playing, we've been eating a lot of clock, maybe ground out a score, and that'll go a long way if you can get up on this team 20-21 zip.
Yeah, that magical 3-score lead.
Yeah,
you get that, you start feeling pretty good, and can play a little bit more defensive, in that situation. So, yeah, everything's looked good. The special teams have played good when we needed them. There's nothing to fault in this ball game.
Not yet. Got to hold on. Got to play 4 quarters. We'll take a timeout. The Pride is out on the field performing for the home crowd here at Giles County. And when we come back, Maddie Bible will be in with us. And we'll take a look at all the other sports actions and other things going on around Hardin County High School this past week. You're listening to Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM. Back after this. All right, welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kirk Carroll bringing you Hardin County football. The Tigers on top, 14-0 here at the half. Right now it's time for the Tiger Report. Maddie Bible will step in and let us know what other action was going on this past week.
HCHS Student All Sports Passes are now on sale in student services during the breaks. The cost of the pass is $30 and will cover admission to all HCHS home athletic events throughout the 2024-25 school year. Students who purchase all sports passes can save hundreds of dollars on ticket prices this school year. Passes can only be purchased and used by HCHS students. The cross-country teams travel to Florence, Alabama to compete in the Brooks Invitational on Saturday. Jonah Wilson and Kayla Brown led the Tigers, both crossing the finish line in 19 minutes and 33 seconds. Lauren Carpenter led the Lady Tigers with a 20th place finish and a time of 22 minutes and 34 seconds. The cross-country teams will travel to Pulaski for the Firehawk Invitational this Saturday. Tuesday night, the Lady Tigers soccer team fell short 4-3 in a tight match with McNary Central. Freshman Haley Shoemaker scored her second goal of the season, and sophomore Ella Hammond added 2 more, putting her season total goal at 7. Jade Storms and Riley Strickland both had assists. Mary Genty had 4 saves, and Jaden Brewer had 2 saves. Last night, the Lady Tigers soccer team played McKenzie at home and lost 3-0. On Tuesday, the girls soccer team will travel to Jackson Northside. Match time is 6 p.m. The volleyball team has 2 matches next week. On Tuesday, the volleyball team will travel to Chester County, and on Thursday, they will host McNary. JV will start at 5 with varsity to follow. Next week, the Tiger football team will be on the road to take on South Gibson. Be sure to tune in right here on 93 and stick around for the Tiger Radio Halftime Report with yours truly, Maddie Bible.
Outstanding, Maddie. As always, it's your second go-around. You're just getting better and better.
Thank you.
By the time this season's over with, you'll be a pro, I guarantee you, with the guidance of me and Kirk. He left, didn't he? He got out of here, did he? Okay, well, the guidance of myself without Kirk. But anyway, great job, as always, and been a fun night so far, right?
Yes, it has.
We just need one more half of fun.
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll take a time out. We're at halftime here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Hardin County on top, 14-0. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the second half kick. Welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kirk Carroll, and we're here at Bobcat Stadium, Giles County. And the Tigers up 14-0 at halftime. Two good drives by Hardin County. One 12-play drive, 71 yards, an 8-play drive and 66 yards, capped off by 2 runs. And Kirk, that's kind of been the theme of these 2 weeks. We are trying to get, offensively, we've tried the passing game. We've had a quick couple of passes dropped, but nothing really downfield.
Well, we could tell last week. I mean, their run game is going to be their strength, and they've got some guys that can play at the wide out spot, and I'm sure they'll take their shots when they get them. But they're doing what they do. The only thing that I would try to do, and I spoke on it in the first half, was, Saunders is a real weapon, and he's good between the tackles if he's got a little crease. But he's even better if you can get him out in space. And I try to find some way to get him the ball with a little bit more room to work with, and see if he couldn't bust another one of those 50-yard runs.
Yeah, they're kind of running him like he's a power back, and that he's not. He's more of a finesse-type runner, although he can run inside. He can bust it from that inside. But like you said, yeah, we need to get him more touches, try to get him outside, maybe, and get him involved in the passing game a little bit.
Well, and another thing too is you can go 4 wide and really spread them out and create a little bit of space even between the tackles by doing that. So there's some things they can do, but 14-0, and everybody looks like they're on the same page. And like I said, just the speed at which they're playing is obvious compared to last week. It's kind of like they figured it out in the first game that and they're not playing a team that can get it in space quite like they played last week too. So it kind of helps them. These 2 teams about alike, really.
Yeah.
They haven't been really efficient throwing the ball. Pretty good ground game. Got 2 or 3 players that can really make a difference, and so it's almost like you're playing yourself, and they run the same formations and stuff that we do. So it's if there's 2 teams and you're both about equally talented, then it comes down to figuring out how to win the ball game against yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I want to remind you in the morning, your Sports Saturday starts at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach, Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis. We'll get you set for SEC football. Also following them will be me and Kirk along with Coach Seaton, and we'll talk about tonight's game and get you ready for next week as we go back on the road. Well, this time we'll head to Northwest Tennessee, to South Gibson and Medina, Tennessee. It'll be the first time that we've been over there since they have joined our region. So it'll be another good test for them. We'll get Coach Seaton's comments about them and tonight's game. That's at 9 a.m. in the morning. Then following us, it'll be the Vol Network. They'll take over and lead you up to the kickoff between Tennessee and the Mocs of Chattanooga. And I don't know how you spend your sports Saturday, but I spend my sports Saturday and college football Saturday watching college football. And if you're going to watch college football, especially with Tennessee playing around lunchtime, you're going to have a tailgate party. If you're going to have a tailgate party, head over to Poppy's Barbecue and get into their Pick 6. You'll have 2 chances to pick 6 winners over there. Get you a barbecue while you're over there, or ask them about their Labor Day special. That's at Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, not Corinth. Don't go to Corinth. In Crump,
Well, they both
Tennessee.
start with a C.
They both start with a C. That's exactly right. But let's see, both bands that played, they're getting off the field. Both teams are back out on the field going through some warm-ups. Hardin County will get the ball to start the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half kick. Hardin County 14, Bobcats zip. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. Pulaski, Tennessee, and the Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Also, you can catch us at WKWXFM.com and the WKWX app and streaming live on YouTube channel Slice 93. Tigers will get the football to start the third quarter. As Christian Sentz will kick it off for the Bobcats. Back deep will go Lamarion White and Jacob Saunders. They'll be kicking from the north to the south end zone. And if you wonder why it's really quiet, they have got us in a booth here. It's a really nice stadium. They've done a lot of upgrade and a really nice press box. And we're in the air conditioning.
Yeah, it's like a skybox.
Yeah, it really is.
Big giant plate glass window in front of us. There.
So the left-footed kicker is ready to approach a football, and he'll boot it high, end-over-end kick, and out of the end zone. Good, strong leg.
8 yards deep.
And so Hardin County will have it first down, 1st and 10, at their own 20-yard line to start here in the third quarter, leading at 14-0.
I mean, that's a weapon when you can put it, like we were talking about earlier, you know, giving teams the 30 and 35-yard line when you can't kick it in the end zone, and you starting on that 20. That's a pretty good weapon.
Two receivers to the right, one here to the near side. Shotgun formation. They'll start it with Saunders trying to get outside, and he does at the 20, 25, 30, going down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. And here comes a flag, and that may be a late hit out of bounds. That one came in after Jacob was knocked into the bench over there. That time he got the corner, and it will be a personal foul.
And a first down.
Yeah, another first down. Yeah, that'll be a Hardin County Bank first down
Yeah,
on the run. Then they're going to tack some
gonna
more on to it.
That's a 25-yard play right there.
So a good start for the Tigers here in the third quarter as they started at their 20. One play, and they're out to the 46 with the run and the penalty.
Yeah,
afterwards.
you know, that getting Saunders in space, I haven't seen hardly anybody on their team that I think can run with him. He's got jets when he runs. He's made of the right stuff.
Now Saunders is out. I hope he wasn't injured on that play. And I can't see who's in with Brody. Two receivers to the right, one here to the near side. Here's a snap. This time Brody will keep it. He'll break the pack at the 50. He's at the 45, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. That's going to be close to another first down.
Good job.
It will be Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers.
Look, those offensive linemen are bouncing up, and they're moving. I mean, they're not sad like they were last week.
That was Ellis Smith in the game. Now Jacob will come back out. They'll go two receivers here to the near side, one to the far side. Shotgun formation, four-man front by the Bobcats. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. He gets Saunders outside, complete at the 40, 45 going down the sidelines. He's going to step out of bounds at the 31. That'll be another Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers, and the Tigers are on the move.
That's what we were talking about right there. Find creative ways to get Saunders the ball in space. He almost got that. I mean, that guy got one arm on him, or he was gone to the house then.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 31. 11:35 to go here in the third. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top. Ivy brings them to the line. Here comes a man in motion. That's White on the jet sweep. They'll give it to him, trying to get outside. Now he'll cut it back, and nothing's going to be there. Well played by the Bobcats as he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 32.
Didn't get a block on him on the edge there. That was the problem. Could have gotten one little reach block there and turned him in. He would have been off and running, but had to cut it back into the flow. And
so they say he lost a yard, so it'll be second down, 2nd and 11 at the 32 of the Bobcats. Two receivers here to the near side. That's Ruddle and White. Eliff to the right. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff. Saunders trying to get up the middle, and nothing's going to be there again.
We got beat up front then.
Yeah.
Had a,
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 11, no gain. So the Tigers were on the march, and then a couple of negative plays, and we find ourselves in a long 3rd down and long here in Bobcat territory with 10:22 to go. They got a good defense. They'll stick you, and they hustle to the ball. We'll see what the Tiger coaching staff draws up here. They'll go 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Saunders, the tailback. Here's a snap, straight drop. Brody's going to take it right up the middle, right behind Saunders, and he'll get it to the 27, where it'll be 4th down, 4th and about 6. So we'll see what they want to do here. They'll either go for it or will they send in the kicker. And it looks like they're going to keep Brody out there on this 4th down play. 4th down, 4th and 6. 2 receivers right and left. 4-man front by the Bobcats. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires. It's going to be complete, and Elif is knocked out of bounds. That's going to be close to the 1st down marker. And let's see. It's going to be real close. I'm not sure. Looking across the field, looks like the yard marker's on the 21, so they'll take a look at it. They may have to bring the chains over. They will, I think. So they're going to take a timeout and walk it over from across the field. It looks like Kirk is at. I think he has it.
I think he has it by more
maybe
than
about a half a football or football.
I think a whole football. You look at this back marker, it's behind the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
And he's at the 21-yard line. So
they'll march it over. Big measurement here. See if the Tigers can keep their drive alive.
Well thrown ball, well run route. Could have just used an extra yard.
And they'll stretch the chains, and it will be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers on the pass and catch.
Three-fourths of a ball was left.
You called it right. I thought it was pretty close.
Well, you could see that back marker at the 31, and he was beyond the – he was inside the 21, so usually that's 10 and a half yards.
So the Tigers keep the drive alive. So it'll be 1st down.
Who was that on the catch?
That was Elif. They'll bring in Coleman and White over here to the near side, Ruddle to the right. They'll be working from the left hash. Here goes a man in motion. Here's a snap, and then they'll run right behind him. That's Ivy at the 20, at the 19. He'll be shoved out of bounds there as they try to get him on a little bit of misdirection there.
Yeah, they mishandled the ball.
Yeah, low snap.
Yeah, it was thrown off from the beginning and never was going to materialize.
So they'll move it to the 19, where it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about 8. Tigers in no hurry. They started this drive at their own 20. The very first play picked up 11 plus.
You notice they don't have safety over the top when we go 4 wide. And
now they'll go 2 receivers right and left. Here comes a man in motion. That's Coleman to the left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking. Flares it out, incomplete. Has a terrible throw that time. He had a man on him, but if he would have hit Saunders right in the hands, he had one guy to beat. Everybody else was downfield. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8.
Yeah,
He had the right idea. He was trying to lead him, but just kind of threw it at his knees. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8 at the 19. Clock stops with 9:16 to go here in the 3rd.
I thought Arusha could hit a field goal from the 25, and that's about where they are.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Saunders to the left of Brody. And now we've got a whistle.
Delay of game.
Yeah, they got a clock too. So that hurts. Delay of game on the Tigers. Got a 25-second clock in the end zone there. We're not used to that, actually.
Well, on this part of the field, you don't want any penalties that you can help.
So it'll be third down, 3rd and 13 from the 24 now. They're working here to the near hash. They're going from the south to the north end zone. A shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, steps up, and he fires incomplete, trying to get Ruddle on the slant. It was well played. So that'll bring up 4th down and long again for Hardin County at the 24.
No field goal.
No, they're going to keep Brody out there. Clock stops with 9:11 to go here in the 3rd. Ivy brings them to the line. 2 receivers right, 2 here to the near side. Saunders, the tailback, to his right. 4-man front. Here's a snap, straight drop. Now he'll roll to his right, looking, and he's going to be sacked. Held on to it too long. He got sacked back here at the 34-yard line, and that's not how you want to end that drive. It was such a great drive until we got in the red zone, and then everything fell apart.
Well, he'll learn, too. It'd been better just throw that away than take the 10-yard sack. You know, they'll go over that in film study. But
so the defense.
They did get a – I mean, he really didn't have any time to stand back there and make a 20-yard throw.
They'll come out and go under center. They'll stay in that I formation, 4-man front. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates, trying to find something there, and he gets maybe a couple as he goes across the 35 to the 36.
Good job by the D there, doing their job. Wasn't much place for him to go.
2nd down, 2nd and 8. Clock running, 8:44 here in the 3rd. Tigers hanging on to a 14-0 lead. Now Randolph will go in a shotgun formation on this 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap, rolling this way. He's going to keep it all the way, turns it back up the field, and then he'll be knocked down close to the 1st down marker. I think he's about a yard short.
Didn't do too bad a job out there on the edge. We got to turn him back inside. We just didn't have.
He's close enough. They're going to give him the 1st down.
They didn't have enough help coming from the inside.
At the 44. Now he'll go back under center. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates. Trying to get outside. He does, and he just bulls his way close to the 50-yard line to about, well, they're going to spot him at the 49. Ruddle came up with a tackle, and he's the one that came up a little lame. He went down low on Oates. He's a low. Now Oates is going to limp off as well. He's a good running back.
Yeah, that's 5-yard chunk, so we don't want to be giving that up.
Back to the I formation. And Tigers almost jumped.
Didn't cross the ball, though.
No. And he looks over here to the sideline. Now goes back under center. Here's a snap. Handoff. He's going to be hit and then bust out of the pile. He ran into the back of one of his offensive linemen that had been held up. Bounced off him. Nobody was there to help. And a couple of Tigers down on the field. Who is that? That's Adams. But he gets up. And they move it to Tiger territory at the 45. So 1st down, 1st and 10, Giles County. At Hardin County's 45. Here's a snap. Now Randolph will have it. He'll run that way, and he's going to be pushed. He'll run to his left, and he'll be pushed backwards.
Better job that time. One thing that I can say definitely in this game, an improvement over last week, is the way they're playing the edges on defense. Both times that quarterbacks tried to run that quarterback sweep, he's had to turn it back upside because your edge defense is making him turn back upside. So last week they ran around our edge like we weren't there. So give credit to.
That was Adams on the tackle. 2 receivers right and left now. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll come back to the left side. Has a receiver, and he's going to be knocked down again. That's Adams out there along with. Trying to see who that is, Kurt. Looked like 18, Ben White. That's who it was. So they team up.
Didn't gain much yardage, if any, there. That really good job by that linebacker core. Got out there quick.
Yeah.
Then when he turned it upfield, they were ready for him.
They looked to the right and tried to bubble it back to the left. And we were there waiting on it. 3rd down, 3rd and 6 from the 41 of the Tigers. 2 receivers right and left. Empty backfield. Now 3 receivers right. 4-man front from the Tigers. Now they'll switch receivers on the left side. Now they'll switch back. And the clock strikes 0. And did they give them a timeout? They gave them a timeout. They couldn't get set. So Giles County has to take a timeout. 5:34 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top. We'll be back with more Hardin County football right after this. Welcome back to Pulaski, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll, bringing you Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, your voice for Tiger Sports. 3rd down, 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats. They have it at the 41 of the Tigers. They'll come out of the timeout. They'll send 3 receivers here to the near side, 2 to the far side, empty backfield. Randolph in a shotgun formation, 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap, quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete.
Well,
he tried to get his inside receiver. That's Inglet.
Was that Adams or who's 12?
That's Adams.
Yeah, he made a good play. He's linebacker position set up. They tried a little quick seam, and he saw it. He covered it up. They didn't have much there.
They're not going to punt it either, so it'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 6 to go. Same set, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Now he'll look that way, and it's going to be complete. Then he drops the football. Boy, he had it right at the first down marker and just dropped it. Hit him right in the belly.
Yeah, hit him in the wrong spot, right on the 2 on his jersey. Yeah, we got a break there.
So both teams turn it over on downs in their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. Hardin County will take over. 1st down, 1st and 10 at their own 41. 2 receivers here to the near side. That's Smith and Eliff. Ruddle and White to the far side. Saunders a tailback, shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Looking for something. There's nothing up the middle. We'll have to do something else. They kind of got that one figured out. At halftime, like you said, he is not a power back. He's better when they can get him out here on the edge.
Or create but I mean, they've got 7 or 8 guys in the box.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to do anything when you got it pretty much stacked. The linebackers are all coming up.
They'll go 2 receivers right, 1 here near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders again. This time he breaks it at the 45, down at the 50-yard line. Yeah, they'll spot it about the 49. Good pickup there by Jacob.
Yeah, they ran that off tackle and got a kick out on their end. It was created some space for him there to work through.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 2. The ball at the Tiger 49. 4:25 to go here in the third. Tigers up 14-0. Two receivers right, one here to the near side. Here's a snap. Here comes a blitz, and they're going to get him in the backfield. Run blitz that time from their linebacker, and that man's been busy right there.
Yeah, he's in on all of it.
Yep. Had it snuffed out, knew what we was going to do. He shot the gap. That was a big play for them. That's Tate Bedford. That's their middle linebacker.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of it. Linebacker excitement.
So Pig will come in. He'll have to punt it away for Hardin County as they'll send a returner back to about the 25. Here's a snap, no rush. A high end-over-end kick sends him backwards at the 20-yard line. He's going to be down there, but that was a good play by Gabe. Eliff right there with him and knocked him down at the 19-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 19 with 3:23 to work here in the third. So 2 turnovers on downs and a punt so far here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that elusive third touchdown is what they need, man.
So Giles County will come to the line. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 19. 2 receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Tailback to the left. Here's a snap. They'll give it to him right up the middle. Tries to cut it back. He's hit in the hole, but drives forward across the 25 to about the 26.
So he got to that second level. And when he gets that second level, he's going to take people with him. And they ran a 2 tight end set then. They had 7 men on the line. They
pick up about 6. It'll be second down, 2nd and 4. They'll spot it out at the 26. Randolph in the shotgun formation. Oates will move to his left. 2 receivers this side. Here's a snap. Here's a pass, and it's going to fall incomplete as him and Brian are not on the same page. He thought he was going to cut it out, and he went down the field.
Boy, if we'd had to move on that was pick 6 all the way there. There was not a soul out here. If we could have just.
That stops the clock at 2:40, and it'll bring up a third down, 3rd and 3 from their own 26. Now they'll go a single receiver out here to the near side, under center. They'll give it to Oates. He's hitting the backfield, and this time he's going to be knocked down, maybe lost a yard back. Well, they'll give him the original line of scrimmage to the 26, and I think this time they'll send out their.
That's Adams again.
He's been active tonight.
Yeah, he busted through the seam there and hit him in the backfield.
And he's coming off. Oates is shaking his left shoulder. He's a tough young man. Good runner, good hard runner, and they'll send their punter out this time to kick it away. White back deep.
He's kind of like a throwback.
Here's a snap. It's down on the ground. It's almost blocked, but he gets it away. White will call for a fair catch at the 46-yard line, and the Tigers will take over there. First down, 1st and 10.
Well, Steve, I want to stand up and clap for him calling that fair catch and catching it instead of that ball going down to the 30 and watching it roll. So I'm tickled to death to see they got a guy in there that'll fair catch that ball and not let it get away from us.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, 1:59 to go here in the third. Tigers have it at their own 46-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying up the middle again and trying to pick his way for a yard or 2, maybe got a yard.
Those old linemen, they got to stay on that block. I mean, they got to ride that block. Their defense is getting some separation after the initial hit. And, I mean, as long as they stay on them, Saunders will find a hole.
Pick up of a yard, 2nd down, 2nd and 9. Ivy brings them to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. 4-man front for the Bobcats. Here's a snap. This time Ivy will ride it, pull it out, and try something up the middle. And they've got, like you said a while ago, they got 7 in the box, and their linebackers are up close too. We're not fooling anybody right now. A little bit more creative.
Well, they're thinking too, which you know me, I like watching offense, but it's almost like they're not doing anything against our defense either. You know, if we chew that clock up and let it go, it'd be hard for them to score 14 points.
40 seconds to go. Ivy will come out. Play clock down
running.
to 4.
We
We got to get it off. And now we're going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
We got a play clock. We got to get a play in. And we'll take a timeout. So Coach Seaton and the Tigers will talk about it. We'll take a quick timeout. 31 seconds to go in the third. Tigers up 14-0. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Third down, 3rd and 10 from our own 46-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Saunders a tailback, 4-man front. Now he'll move to the left. Here's a snap. He'll hand it off and nothing doing. And, Kirk, I see what they're doing now. They're just standing still, holding their ground. They're not really trying to penetrate or anything, just letting us make the move.
Well, that defensive end wasn't there being blocked.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, he's just standing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll take this one to the 4th quarter. Hardin County leads at 14-0. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back with the 4th quarter when we return from Pulaski, Tennessee. All right, 12 minutes to go. 14-0 our score. We move to the 4th as the Tigers will punt it back to Giles County. Carter Pigg in the punt. He's done a great job tonight.
Got a different return guy.
Yeah, here's a snap. Here comes a rush. He gets it off. An angle kick, and he's going to catch it and then fall forward, as he had to go down to his knees to get that one. That was Bryant on the return. So Giles County will take over. First down, 1st and 10 at their 29-yard line. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in tonight, either by radio or app or watching it live from Hardin County, watching these Tigers. Here's a snap. Randolph in the pocket, looking, fires, finds Oates, and then he's going to fall down. Adams was coming over there to meet him, and he decided to hit the dirt.
He still got 5 yards, though.
Yeah, they just snuck him out of the backfield over here toward the sideline. We lost him Oates was in trouble, or excuse me, Randolph was in trouble and made a play. 3 receivers to the right, shotgun formation, 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up. We don't have a rush.
Lord have
Still
mercy.
looking. Fires. Complete at the 50-yard line. And Elif will grab him, and he'll knock him down at the 30 or 29-yard line.
Were we not ready or what?
No.
I mean,
We didn't do anything.
ball snapped on the ground, and we had a defensive front that was just,
Standing there.
yeah, I don't know. That was kind of caught me off guard, too.
Well, I looked up. I saw the ball. Saw no rush, and we were just kind of standing at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball's on the ground.
Yeah, and Randolph hit his receiver, cutting across the middle. Here's a snap under center. They'll give it to Oates, looking for some running room. Breaks a tackle down the field at the 20, at the 15, and down to about the 13-yard line.
Just a missed tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so now they're in business. First down, 1st and 10 at the Tigers' 12-yard line.
That's why offense is important, though. If you can post first downs and move the ball down the field, it creates momentum and it eats up time. But it gives them momentum when you can't.
First down, 1st and 10 at the 12. Randolph looks over here to the sideline. Oates, his tailback, stands to his right. 2 receivers to the right. Here's a snap, rolling that way. He's going to keep it, looking for some running room. Cuts it back to the middle of the field, still on his feet, and then he's ridden down at about the 2.
Come on, boys. Bow up.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. After the run by Randolph. Now he'll go under center, I formation. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Oates, and he'll twist and turn his way into the end zone, and just like that, they're back in this ball game. They go 71 yards on 5 plays. A big play was the pass play to their big receiver on a busted play, on a bad snap.
I don't know. It was kind of a weird
That
deal.
whole defensive series was weird.
Yeah.
Here's a snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 10:18 to go here in the game. We got a new score. Hardin County 14, Giles County 7. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. Giles County goes 5 plays, 71 yards, a 2-yard run by Oates. Extra point good, 14-7, Kirk.
Yeah, you didn't want to let them in the game, but I mean that. When your offense goes dead and you don't do anything, you're just giving them momentum. I mean, they're thinking if we can just get the ball back, and they're not doing nothing. All we got to do is score.
We need to watch up front too. But he's got a big leg as well.
Yeah,
Here's a high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken at the 1-yard line at the 15, 20 on his feet at the 25, down close to the 30-yard line. Good running.
Good run back from the goal line.
Yeah, from the goal line by Lamarion.
I mean, that was he had really one guy away from breaking it.
So we'll start this drive, 1st down, 1st and 10 at our own 29-yard line. 10-12 to go in the game. 14-7 our score.
It'll be interesting to see now. I mean, they absolutely hadn't done anything offensively in the second half. And they got down there, and then got the delay of game penalty.
Yeah.
And then a sack. Other than that, they hadn't done anything.
Here's a snap. It's down on the ground. Ivy will just have to lay on it. That don't help. Man, a negative play right off the bat. So a bad snap.
Helps them.
Helps them, yeah, back to the 24.
And like we said last week, this team's not going to be built around being behind. I mean, they need to play out in front because they're just not a real dynamic throwing team yet. They've made some good throws tonight for first downs on those out routes and stuff.
Yeah.
Brody's been accurate on that. And
two receivers right, one to the left. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle across the 25 down to about the 26-yard line. That'll bring up third down. Third and about 13. So third down, third and 13. Clock running, 9:12 to go here in the game. They'll go three receivers here to the right, one to the far side. Here's a snap, straight drop, under pressure. And they tried to screen to Saunders, but Brody had a man right in his face. He just threw it in the middle of the field, and he's lucky that one didn't get picked off, and now we're going to have to punt it back to him.
They hadn't learned how to run the screen yet, though. They ran it once in that game last week, and the offensive line is not blocking at all. I mean, the linemen need to go out and release and go out and block, but you've got to block for a second or so to slow them down, or the quarterback, they're just running like a sprint to the quarterback.
Bryant back deep, Pig to kick. Here's a snap, and he'll get it away. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 38, on his feet at the 45, still on his feet across the 50 in the Tiger territory. At about the 48-yard line, as Giles County is saying late hit. Bryant's not happy with that. But they'll take over first down, first and 10 in Tiger territory at the 48. And they got all the momentum now on their side with 8:42 to go.
I'd say.
So Hardin County defense got to suck it up here and get a stop. Randolph will bring them out. Oates, the tailback. He'll send Bryant to the right. They'll go in I formation. Four-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates. No, they'll fake it. They're trying to throw it long, and it's going to be short and incomplete. So he tried to get Bryant as he undercut.
Good call.
Head.
Yeah. That was a good call because we had sold out and went man coverage on the one receiver, and we didn't have anybody back to help. So, I mean, it was either going to make that play or.
So they bring up second down, second and 10. Clock stops with 8:37 to go. Now they'll go shotgun formation. They run a man on late. And now they'll have to call a timeout or, yes, they'll call a timeout. Couldn't get enough men out on the field, and they ran one out late. So we'll take a timeout with them. 8:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Your score, Hardin County 14, Giles County 7. We'll be back right after this. $8:37 to go in the game. Hardin County hanging on to a 14-7 lead. Second down, second and 10. Giles County has it at the Tiger 48-yard line. And Randolph will come out. He'll be in the shotgun formation. Receiver right, receiver left. Four-man front for the Tigers. Oates, a big back behind him. Now Oates, a hard count. He'll stand up, walk toward his line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Oates, right side. Breaks the line of scrimmage. He's on his feet at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, 5, into the end zone, I think, or did they push him out of bounds? No, they got it. Touchdown, Giles County. Wow. Wasn't a whole lot of effort there.
Yeah, they've been working their left side. They've been getting a lot out of that left side when he's been running to that side. Earlier in the game, they were running the other way, but we had a guy there who just didn't make the tackle, and then didn't have anybody else there. And he just bounced off the tackle's left shoulder, and we didn't have anybody there to help.
They're a point away from tying it up, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout, official timeout, and he's talking to the head coach. And now he runs back out on the field.
They got a good kicker, too. I mean, you get him to the 30, he can kick it from there.
So they line up everybody here to the left side and see how the Tigers will play it. And now they'll switch everybody over in a more traditional extra point. Here's a snap. It's high. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:25 to go here in the game. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, we're all knotted up at 14-14, 8:25 to go. It's been all Giles County here in the second half. It was all Hardin County in the first half.
Yeah, they found some momentum, and they're playing with a lot of get up and go here in the second half, and we're not answering.
Here's a high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be about 8 yards deep in the end zone. He's not a big fella, but he's got a big leg.
Little fella with a big leg. That offense is going to have to find something. I mean, they're not really doing anything different on defense. Their formation's not different. I noticed that they've been bringing their linebackers more here in the second half, run blitz type stuff, and we just don't feel confident, I don't think, throwing football. And they're committing everybody they've got.
They'll bring Coleman out. It'll be Coleman and White over here to the near side, Ruddle to the far side, Saunders, the tailback. Shotgun formation, four-man front for Giles County. Here's a snap, and Brody's going to keep it right up the middle, and he'll get about 5 yards on the carry, and another low snap. And that time Brody did a good job to make something out of nothing. Second down, 2nd and 5 from the 25. The clock will be under 8 minutes when we snap this one. 2 receivers left, one here to the near side. Shotgun formation. He'll move Saunders over to the right. 4-man front for the Bobcats. Here's a snap. They'll try to get Saunders outside. They do. He's at the 30-yard line. He's going to be ridden out of bounds close to the first down marker. Maybe just a tad short. They're going to spot him at about the 29. He'll be a yard short. So big third down play, third down, 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. At their own 29-yard line, we need a first down here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Linebacker sneaking up, and now they're going to jump. He heard footsteps behind him. The linebacker was sneaking up, and the defensive tackle on this side couldn't help himself.
Well, and one thing too that I don't think, which is, I don't think they change their cadences up. And that gives defense advantage when they want to blitz. Like, you know, that 21 for them that's been kind of everywhere. Linebacker, he's timing his blitzes to our snap count. That time we did get them.
So they'll send Ruddle to the left, Wyke and Coleman here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders up the middle. Bounces off a tackle, gets outside at the 35. Still on his feet, rolled down at about the 39-yard line.
Ends up 5-yard gain. Oh, that's pretty good.
Pickup of about 5. It'll be second down, 2nd and 5. 7:20 to go here in the game. We're all knotted up at 14. Ivy brings them to the line. This time they'll go trips left. Ruddle here to the near side. Here's a snap. Looking. Fires. Complete to Lamarian. He goes across the 40 to about the 41 on the quick hitter.
Missed a block out there. Missed a block that didn't free him up. He was still able to get a yard or so, but
that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and a long 4. The ball at the Tiger 41. Brody will send 2 receivers to his left, 1 here to the near side. Saunders stands to his right, 4-man front for the Bobcats. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires, complete. Great catch there by Wyke.
it sure was. That's something else.
He stretched it out, and that'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers in the Bobcat territory.
He was dragging a toe. I bet you he caught that ball 4 feet outside the sideline. Great catch. I mean, heck, fire kept him alive, too. That's the kind of stuff you got to do. Somebody got to step up and make plays like that, and that was one of them.
Clock stops with 6:19 to go. Tigers in Bobcat territory now, 1st down. Here's a snap. Saunders trying to get outside. This time he does at the 45. He's at the 40. He's going down the field at the 30, at the 25. Pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. They're going to around the 21 is where they're saying he will go out of bounds. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank 1st and 10.
That was all Saunders, too. 2 stiff arms, broke 2 tackles, got outside, and then outran them all. He just almost had the edge. He just couldn't ever get north and south quick enough.
So that'll bring up 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 21. Ruddle and White to the left. Eliff here to the right. Now he'll move Saunders to his right. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle of the field and fires over the head of Corbin Smith. He was well covered in the middle of the field. If he had floated that one a little bit, he might have had something, but tried to throw it on a line. And that'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 6:05 to go.
That's a big part, too, playing quarterback, is throwing it in windows and whether you need to, what kind of trajectory you need to put on the ball. And like I said, he'll learn.
Here's a snap. Saunders right up the middle. Has running room at the 15-10. Makes a move there, and then dadgummit gets tripped up by the turf monster at the 5.
I think that dude's leg, I think he tripped him. I mean, I think their feet hit. Guy was chasing him. I think he hit his heel, and he couldn't recover from it. Boy, that was a great run, though. Finding that daylight, he had to crack one seam back to his right and then back to his left again, made 2 cuts, and I thought he was going to score.
That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. the Tigers will take a timeout. They'll talk about it. 5:47 to go here in the game. We're all tied at 14. We'll be back right after this.
They ain't got none left.
First and goal. That timeout was called by Giles County. The official made it correct. First and goal from the 5 after the run by Saunders.
Yeah, and we want 6. We don't want.
No,
we don't want to play around for 3.
This drive started at our own 20-yard line. Here's a snap. Handoff. Saunders dives forward, and they had it stuffed up there at the 4. Or they may just give him the original line of scrimmage. They will.
Yeah, that wasn't ever going anywhere.
Second down, second and goal from the 5. 5:20 to go here in the game. Tigers knocking on the door. Bobcats trying to hold them. Shotgun formation, receiver right and left. Here's a snap. Brody's going to keep it this time, and they just jailhouse break them.
They're just blitzing their linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's a 2-yard loss back to the 7.
They're just bringing everybody on every down. Ain't nobody going.
So it'll be third down, third and goal from the 7. Big third down play again. Tigers picked up a big one on the catch by White earlier. So they'll send 2 receivers to the right. Here's a snap. They'll roll it that way. Still looking. Got him in the back of the end zone. He tries to hit Smith, and it goes off his fingertips, but he had a man in the back of the end zone. That was White. Just couldn't get it to him. And that'll bring up fourth down, and what are we going to do? We're going to send out.
I think they're going to kick it.
Arusha will come out and attempt, I guess, what will be his first field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll spot it
He's got
at about the 13. It'll be
he's
a
got the leg to do it.
23-yard field goal. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good.
Attaboy.
4:22 to go here in the game. Hardin County breaks the tie. 17-14 our score. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back after this. Tigers go 10 plays, 80 yards. They cap it off with a 23-yard field goal by Arusha.
Yeah, I'm liking that Arusha a lot right now. That was it was kind of weird. It's like he barely he got his steps, and then he looked up and they'd snapped the ball, and he just said, "All right, I'll kick it right down the middle."
That scoring drive was powered by Jones Motor Company. Here's a squib kick on the ground, still on the ground at the 15, still on the ground. He'll pick it up there That's Bryant trying
Blocking
to get
the back.
outside, and he gets free, still on his feet, going down the sideline, and finally pushed out of bounds. But we had a block in the back way down here.
Yeah, on 10-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't even, he just looked at it, and anyway, Bryant gets them out of trouble on the run back. It bounded around. We kind of lost contains, got out of our lanes, and they're going to spot it back at the 30.
Man, the perfect kickoff, too, to get them back deep and just can't get there and make play.
So 4:09 to work with. Giles County has no timeouts and trailing 17-14.
I bet number 8's going to get it.
So they'll line it up.
Off the left side.
I formation.
Yep,
Here's a
right
snap.
there it is.
That's Oates right up the middle across the 35 to about the 36.
They got plenty of time, 4 minutes. Best way to beat them is keep them from getting a first down.
Well, we got a timeout. What's the timeout for? Why aren't we stopping the clock? I don't know what that was about.
I don't know either. That's good question.
Second down, 2nd and 6. Now they're in the shotgun formation. That's Randolph. He'll move this way. Now he finds a little bit of a seam, makes a move at the 45. He'll be down to about the 48-yard line.
Man, they have worn the right side of our defense out in this second half. I mean, they have run left almost exclusively.
So they'll pick up a first down, 1st and 10 at their own 49. 3:39 to go, clock running. I formation, under center this time. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him, looking to throw. Fires, and this time it's going to be complete to Bryant as he got inside of head right about the 32-yard line. It was underthrown, but he made a great grab. That'll be another first down.
Well, single coverage, no safety back. That's the play.
Now he'll go out, and White will come out. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates up the middle, and he'll be knocked down as Elif comes in, knocks his legs out from under him at the 26. Clock under 3 minutes to go now. Bobcats driving.
Why are they liking that side so much?
Here's a snap. They'll give it to Oates again up the middle. This time he's going to be met in the hole, still on his feet. He runs over Adams right in the hole and picks up another first down. We had him dead to rights right in the hole for a loss.
What we didn't
and we
have,
just let him go.
We didn't have that second, third, and fourth guy get there. I mean,
So they'll move it down to the 18-yard line with 2:30 to go, and now I think we're going to call a timeout.
yeah, we played it right that time and then had nobody on the backside participate.
Stay tuned for the Central Bank post-game show at the conclusion of this game. I want to remind you in the morning sports talk at 9 a.m. and Coach to Coach at 8 for our sports Saturday on 93.5 FM. And then also Tennessee Vols open up at home in Knoxville as they'll host Chattanooga following us on Sports Talk. Man, what a game this has been. All Hardin County first half, Kirk. All Giles County in the second half, and then we finally get a drive together, put a couple of third down plays together, get it in the 5, down at the 5. And Giles County defense held us. We get a field goal, 17-14, 2:31 to go here in the game. They have it first down, 1st and 10 at the 18. Randolph will bring them out. Power eye set. One receiver to the right. White out there on him. Here's a snap. Fumbles a snap. He'll get it to Oates. And this time he's going to be ridden down, and a good job by Lamarion as he comes up and helps out with the tackle. I was trying to see who was the initial. That was Kenny.
Well,
Kenny.
They probably going to have to hold them here. I mean, we don't hold them here, and they're going to have to hold them for 4 down. But there's not going to be time if they do get it in the end zone.
Here's a snap. They're looking to throw. He's got a man wide open over the middle and fires it over his head. Man, if he would have thrown it quicker, had him again. All they're doing is sending one receiver out, single coverage, and then running post routes. And we're giving them what? 8-9 yards of cushion.
Yeah, it's there if they can make the throw.
Now they swap sides. They want Wyke out here on him. If you notice, they brought Lamarian in.
Right.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7 from the 16. The Tigers 16. The clock stops on the incomplete pass at 1:58. I formation. Randolph under center. Here's a snap. Oh, no, it's a broken play, and he's going to be blasted. He was looking for somewhere to run, and then he ran the wrong way, and who was that came up and hit him? That was big 77.
I know one thing. He tried to spin.
He spun all right. That's Caleb Murphy with the big lick.
They're going to try to
for
kick
the
field
Tigers.
goal.
And now they're going to send their field goal team out, 4th and 5 with 1:35 to go. He's got a big leg, too. He'll line it up over there on the right hash. This will be a 31-yard attempt. And wait a minute. What do we got here?
We call timeout.
So, Tiger coaching staff didn't like what they seen out there by our alignment, so they took a timeout. 1:16 to go. We'll take a quick timeout. You listen to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, back here in Pulaski, Tennessee, I'd like to thank all the folks listening or watching tonight's game, and especially all of our sponsors of Hardin County football each and every week. Couldn't do it without you. So Giles County will attempt a 31-yard field goal, left footer from the right hash. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked. Who got that ball? Who's on the ground?
Is it 31?
No.
I don't know who got it.
That's Baylor Razorback. Got it.
There was 2 or 3 of them that came through the line.
Him and Parker was over there, and I think Baylor's the one that got it.
What a weird ball game. I'll tell you what, our special teams have been good. I mean, kickoff, punt coverage. They let that one kick get them back up to the 30-yard line. But other than that, special teams have been a big part of it.
So the Tigers will go under center. They'll take a snap, down it. No timeouts for Giles County. And we'll take, maybe one more? We'll let it roll. They hadn't clocked it in. Now they'll clock it in.
They'll have to take.
They'll have to take
one
more after this. They'll let it run all the way down. 17-14 our score. As the Tigers come up big, Baylor Razback with the block of the attempted field goal.
Did you watch a replay?
I did.
You cheated.
And they'll take one more snap. They take a knee, and they won't have to snap it again. The Tigers come to Giles County and get a win and go 1-1 on the season. Giles County will go 0-2. The Tigers beat them 17-14. We'll take a timeout. Your Central Bank postgame show headed your way next. Welcome back to Giles County, where Hardin County has defeated Giles County 17-14 in a thriller. Let's take a look at the scoring plays. In the first quarter, Hardin County got on the board first, 8 plays, 66 yards. Jacob Saunders with a 48-yard touchdown run. Extra point good, 7-0 our score there. In the second quarter, Tigers go on another drive, 12 plays, 71 yards. Ivy goes in from 3 yards out. Hardin County up 14-0, and that was our halftime score. And then both teams started the third quarter turning it over on downs, and then followed by a couple of punts. And then as we went into the fourth, Giles County got on the board, a 5-play drive, 71 yards. Oates went in from 2 yards out, 14-7. Hardin County punted it back to them. They got it at our 48, went 2 plays, 48 yards, run by Oates, 14-14. And then Hardin County had it first down at their own 20, got a big first down catch by Lamarion White on the sideline, drove it down to the 5, had to kick a field goal, and Arusha came in and kicked a 23-yard field goal. Tigers up 17-14. And as the clock was winding down, Giles County tried to kick the tire with 1:16 to go from 31 yards out, and Baylor Rasback with the block along with Parker Jarls, and the Tigers took a couple of knees, and we're getting out of here with a victory, Kurt, 17-14.
I'll tell you what, it went slow in the second half. Offense was just stymied the whole second half. They couldn't get anything done, and drive after drive, you could kind of see Giles County getting some momentum. I mean, they started pushing us around on the right side of our defense, and we're grinding it out in big yardage. I mean, they were reeling off 4, 5, 8, 10 yards per run, and we're feeling pretty good about it. But the defense stiffened down around the 20-yard line and stopped them short on 3 downs, and they had to try to tie it. And they had a great kicker. I mean, we talked about that the whole game. Their kicker, he had plenty of leg, and I mean, he could kick a field goal from the 35, 40-yard line. He had that kind of leg, and there's kind of a high snap, and I mean, we just busted him on the line and came through. And Rasback makes a great, just going out in front. Ball hit him in the chest. That's how far he was in the backfield when he got there, and pretty much that's the ball game. So great job for the new coaching staff and the player. Still the backbone of the offense is Saunders. He played his heart out, and White made that catch he made over there. You won't see a better catch in high school than he made to get us that first down to use up more clock. So I mean, it was a game of who could outlast, to the end, and comes down to a blocked field goal attempt, and so the good guys win.
Yeah, exactly. Well, congratulations to Coach Seaton and his staff. Remember, Sports Saturday starts in the morning at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach, followed by Sports Talk. Me and Kirk will have Coach Seaton in the studio. We'll talk to him about tonight's game and what's ahead for the Tigers after we'll head to South Gibson next Friday night right here on 93.5 FM. So a big win for Hardin County as they come over and defeat a really good Giles County football team here at their home field, 17-14. That'll do it for us here from Pulaski. Me and Kirk are going to head back west. We'll see you in the morning at 9 a.m. for Sports Talk. And for all of our listeners and sponsors and Kirk, I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans.
Adios, amigo.